My ex-boyfriend didn't have a job, and my new boyfriend shaved my for me. So,
Oh my God.
so we're really moving up in the world.
Now that's relationship bonding right there.
It,
I've ever heard it.
it really is.
That's some trust.
I'm like, oh no, like I'll get in trouble if I talk about this. Can we talk about that or no?
No.
We can't?
I don't need to talk about that online.
Okay. Is it bad that I'm not scared to talk about my stories?
I mean,
Dude, I'm nervous. Why am I
Holy.
nervous?
you're hella loud, Megan.
Don't go away. Just stay.
I feel like one of those guys on Instagram arguing about like politics and like OnlyFans and shit.
Dude, I can't stand the guys who start a podcast because they're like, oh, dude, this is some good shit. Like, we got to start a podcast. And then they start a podcast, and it's the worst shit you've ever heard in your life.
Every guy has said they should start a podcast with their boys,
For sure.
me included. I'll be on the game like 1 a.m. I'm like, dude, this shit's so funny. We should start a podcast. It's
You
fucking
should-
hilarious.
You should, like, Twitch stream.
Dude, no.
I could
'cause
see you doing that.
I couldn't Twitch stream because when I like focus on a game, I just go nonverbal. I just wouldn't fucking interact with the chat at all.
I smoked weed before the gym yesterday. Or not yesterday, the other day, and I was nonverbal at the gym.
Yep. Yeah.
I was not okay.
No, I can't get high before the gym.
I want to try microdosing shrooms before the gym.
My buddy Mikey does that. My buddy Mikey's like a little shroomy. Always on shrooms. It was like we went snowboarding yesterday.
Okay, I guess I'm ready. Are you ready?
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to start yapping.
All right,
Which camera do I look at? This one.
that one's
Or just
yours.
Megan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can look at the camera or
Okay.
me.
Okay.
It's probably more natural to look at me.
Yeah, no, I don't want to look at the camera. I'm gonna feel all awkward. And shit. Yeah. Weird.
I didn't start looking at the camera till like the third episode, the third time I
look at the
filmed.
camera. I like say something funny, and I'll go.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, you'll know when to look at the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
You
No,
know, based on what you're saying.
Yeah, I do film, so
I'm nervous. I'm probably more nervous than you. I say this every time.
Break the fourth wall.
Okay.
yeah, gotta break the fourth wall.
Welcome back to Your Friends Podcast. I'm your host, Megan Page, and this is my lovely guest, Kellen.
Hi guys, I'm Kellen. This is my first time doing a podcast.
Yay. Are you excited to be here?
I am excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making, so
It has.
yeah.
Does it look like exactly how it looks online?
This side, yeah, but like, yeah, no, I don't know. It definitely looks different in person.
We got a plant today, so I
And
hope you
even
feel
see-
special.
Oh wait, no, you can see it a little bit behind me. Wait, no, this way.
It's our Christmas tree.
Yes.
It's a Christmas little Christmas.
You should put
for
like a
it.
little star on it, a
That-
little ornament.
That would be a nice touch. So, since you work at Trader Joe's, do you get like dibs on like all like the cool new products that come in?
Well,
You get the exclusive.
I work closing shift, so technically, when we get our like stock in at night, because at night we work the frozen and grocery sections, so I can like grab anything out of the box if I want and buy it. But also sometimes our managers are like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like that one's like stuff that's like like limited buy stuff and like hot seasonal things or like things that are like hot on the shelves.
Do they tell you like you have to be the nicest? Trader Joe's employees are the nicest
Okay.
ever, so you have to be super nice to the customers and be super charismatic and flirt. Do they tell you to flirt with the customers? 'Cause I swear to God,
I love that you brought this up because no, they don't.
Really?
They literally, okay, so the hiring thing is like the biggest thing they look for when they hire at Trader Joe's is like just cool people.
okay.
Like they just want to hire people who are like not douchebags or dickheads or whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's my first job. I've been there for 2.5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it must be a good job then if you've been there. For
I mean,
that
there's
long.
problems, but the job is a grocery store,
Yeah.
but like the people is what makes it cool.
Okay.
So no, they don't tell you to flirt or anything. They just tell you to be nice.
Well, that's crazy.
But like flirting's fun, so like why would I not? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just feel like every time I've been in a Trader Joe's, the workers they always have their flirt on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely do.
And
I can't help it.
I was never opposed to it. You know, I'm like, whatever. I'm a Libra. It's whatever.
Yep. My favorite part is when they flirt back. The other day I had like this 40-year-old lady. She was telling me I was too cute to work there. She got all flustered. She was like, Kellen, you're just too cute to be working here. And I was like, oh my gosh, stop. You flatter me.
Were you gonna quit your job? Were you like?
I thought about it. I thought I
Yeah.
was like, I got a modeling career in Hollywood right there. This lady told me I was too cute. What do I do?
I actually saw that on your Snapchat story.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I was on a high all day. And now my coworkers are making fun of me because I was going around telling everyone, I was like, guys, I'm too cute. I'm too cute to work here.
See, I feel like when like one person is so nice or they compliment you, it can make your whole day.
It did. It made my whole day.
That's
I
awesome.
was riding the high all day. It was hilarious.
I think that's great. I feel like that's why, like, you could say, like, oh, positivity, really does make a change, like, being nice to people. But it really does.
No, it does.
Like,
nice.
when I'm on my darkest days, I was having a really bad day yesterday. Like, I was really angry and not having it. And then this one guy, like, held the door open and was like, I hope you have a great day. And I was like, you're awesome. Thank you. And it completely, like, changed my day.
We have this guy, this regular that comes into Trader Joe's. And we call him the awesome guy. Because he will always ask you, do you know why you're awesome? And then he'll go on this spiel about how everyone's born awesome and is awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he's a very nice guy.
That's super cool. I feel like the customers that you have are probably the exact opposite of the customers that I have at the smoke shop.
Yeah.
I was doing my closing procedures, and sometimes the crackies will come in. I like to call them the crackies.
Mm-hmm.
Are they on meth? Are they on crack?
Coming in for their oil burner.
Exactly. They're like, can I get an oil burner? And that's when I'm like, oh, okay, you're in Minecraft creative mode right now. And he was just chatting my fucking ear off, and I did not get one word in. And then he was, like, looking at stuff, like the pipes, and he was putting his head on the counter like that and was pressing his nose on the glass.
I saw that.
Yeah, I took a video of it. And I'm like, bro sniffing the glass.
What is wrong with him?
Bro, what the fuck is an oil burner?
So that's good that you don't know what it is. I didn't know either before I worked there.
It's like code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's code for a crack pipe. Yeah.
Because they're not legally allowed to sell a crack pipe at a smoke shop, but
Yeah.
they're legally allowed to sell an oil burner.
Yep.
It's the same way places that aren't supposed to sell bongs sell water pipes.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I only know this because I got a buddy who works at a smoke shop.
Okay.
I actually have two friends who work at the same one. But it's pretty funny because he'll tell me, he's like, dude, you see, like, the weirdest people. Like, you get this guy, he pulls up, and he's like, nice Mercedes-Benz, all pimped out, nice outfit, wearing a suit, and walks in. Can I get an oil burner, please?
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, this put together guy smoking crack, what the fuck?
It's so weird because, like, oftentimes people will come in and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that guy's here for an oil burner. But then, kind of like you're saying, a guy will pull up in a Mercedes or a Range Rover and he'll come and be like, I need an oil burner. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, how?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, you good? Everything good at home? Like,
No,
with the wife
definitely.
and kids? Like, what's up? But I have a lot of customers that are really nice, too.
There's definitely the regulars. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because my buddy Nick, who works there, he basically runs the store. He works 5 12-hour shifts
Oh, shit.
a week. This shop's right by my house, so I'll just pull up sometimes and, like, get with him for a bit, give him some company. Because he's just, like, it's his vape shop. There's not much to do except sit there and wait for a customer, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then, no, you get, like, your regulars that come in, and they walk in, he's like, oh, hey, Jimmy. And Jimmy sits in there for an hour and talks to us. You get all these, like, different people. Yeah, and then you get your crazies.
The crackies.
Yeah, like yesterday, I came in there, and Mikey and Nick are in there, and there's just this other dude. Eyebrow tat, a tat right above his eyebrow, very dungy. You can tell he's been on some drugs for a while. He got, like, his backpack on the floor, and he's just in there, like, listening to us chat, and then occasionally just, like, would bump in and say, like, you can't even tell what he's saying. He's, like, bumbling and blah, 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 and I'm going to beat his ass. Blah, 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 blah. You fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. And I'm just to be like, yep, dude, for sure. For sure. You don't really know what to say.
That you just did, like, a great impression of, like, every, like, weird-ass customer that I
Yep.
have. That's exactly what they sound like.
You can only get, like, a couple words out of them
Yeah.
that you can actually understand. And they're just, like, all jumbled up in their own head.
When does snowboard season, like, start, and when does it usually, like, end?
All right, I'm going to blow your mind right now.
Okay.
Snowboard season starts when there's snow. And then it ends when there's not any snow.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Okay, but to put it in months, it's usually, like, late November, early December.
Okay.
And then it can go anywhere from, like, February to May, June.
Wow.
So it just depends on the snow we get.
That's way longer than I would expect. But I guess that makes sense if, like, some ski resorts still have that snow. So
Yeah, and they can pump fake snow and keep certain runs open.
they can pump fake snow?
Yeah, they do fake. They have, like, snow blowers.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so every, like, resort has, like, a water source that they get, and then they put it through the snow blower. Imagine, like, those little fans you buy at, like, an amusement park
Right.
with the spray, and it sprays water on you. It's like that, but snow. And
Oh.
it comes down to the mountain.
Okay.
And it can run as long as it's cold enough to freeze. Last year was a really good season. We had snowstorms in November.
Like, do you thrive during snowboard season?
I
like,
thrive during snowboard
Like, do you
season.
live for
That's
it?
my life. I live for it.
Okay.
Like,
That's awesome.
my life is like go to school and go to work so I can go snowboard.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
What's your favorite, like, resort to go to?
I really like North Star. North Star's a fun mountain, but it's very resorty. I hate that shit. I hate resorty mountains because tourists don't know what the fuck they're doing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And you could just tell who's a tourist too. Like yesterday I was up there. I'm on the lift with a bunch of random guys. The guy next to me, kicking his feet with his skis, filming everything. And I'm like, so where are you from? And he's like, oh, we're from Pakistan. And I'm like, oh, word? I'm from 2 hours away. Like, you guys tourists or what? And he's like, yep. And I'm like, have you been here before? He's like, no, we just moved to California.
You're like, I can tell.
Yep. I'm like, I can tell. Please stay out of my way. Thank you. Yeah, that's horrible. Like, people, like, sitting in the middle of the runs.
Oh, what?
Getting sprayed. Yeah, people have, I call it mountain etiquette. That's what everyone calls it, is mountain etiquette.
Yeah, that's how you get, like, killed.
It is, and people get mad. People get mad. Like, you stop in the middle of a run. It's one thing if you fall and you're in the middle of a run, like, take a breather, but then get out of the way if you're going to sit down.
Yeah.
People fall and just sit there for, like, 5 minutes and then get mad when people are zooming past them and, like, spraying them with snow.
Yeah.
Because if you're in my way, I'm going to spray you. I'm going to make your time worse because you're making mine worse. Like, get out of the way.
Yeah, it's a safety hazard.
It is. It's a safety hazard. And it's, like, there's just things you're supposed to know. Like, watch a YouTube video.
Have you had any, like, really bad wipeouts or anything while snowboarding? Because I've only been snowboarding once. Okay, you might be like, Megan, what the fuck? I didn't take lessons, and I went down to Black Diamond on my first day.
Okay, so this is a story I hear all the time. People take their friends snowboarding, and instead of, like, recommending them, they get a lesson, which is what I always do. I'm like, take a lesson, bro. Take an hour lesson, and you'll learn from somebody who's trained to teach you. Yeah, but a lot of times they go for the first time with their friend, and their friend just puts them on their board and then takes them on a Black Diamond. And, I mean, that's one way to figure it out, man, because the only way down the mountain is down the mountain. So you got to make it down somehow. But bad wipeouts, yeah. So last February, I snapped my collarbone in half. Yeah.
How did that?
I was at North Star, and I was riding park all day, riding my new snowboard.
Okay.
I'm on like a high. I'm riding super good all day, and we're getting toward the end of the day. You know, I'm getting tired. Yeah, we're coming down, like the park runs. And I'm coming up on like this feature. I'd been doing this trick all day, and so I'm like, okay, this time I'm really gonna really steeze it out and really make it look good. And I'm doing that, and I come up. It was a flat into like a quarter pipe drop in, but snow.
Okay.
And so I do like a 180, and I press down on my nose, and then I 180 out back into the ramp. That's the trick I was doing. But this time I took too long to spring out of the 180, and my nose went off the lip, and I just like sprung up and then down like 8 feet down the quarter, and I landed on this shoulder and whiplashed so hard and hit my head so hard that what I noticed first was how bad my head hurt. And then I snapped this collarbone from the whiplash force.
Oh.
So this collarbone popped open. And if you've ever fallen on your head before and you like get that whiplash feeling, you know that strain you get in your neck?
Yes. Yeah.
That was all I felt. And so in my head, I was like, oh, my neck's going to be sore tomorrow, but I'll be fine. My coworker Ella was right in front of me. Well, I was in front of her, and she passed right by me as it happened. And she's like, hey, are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I just need a second. Can you block the ramp so no one jumps on me, please? And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, my head hurts so bad. I'm pretty sure I'm concussed at the time. Didn't end up having a concussion, though.
Hey, W.
Yeah, wear your brain buckets, guys.
Brain buckets.
Excuse me.
Or as Matt Rife would call them, safety helmets.
Safety helmet, yep. Brain bucket, safety helmet, whatever. Wear your helmets. Anyway, and I'm like, I go to get up, and my body does not listen. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, that's not good. And finally, like, a ski patrol guy comes over, and he's like, dude, are you good? Like, you got to move. And I'm like, yeah, I know, bro. I know. And I turn over. I get off my back on my knees, and I go to push myself off the ground, and I just feel my collarbone click against itself.
Oh, no.
Like, I felt it rub against the bone, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, my collarbone's broken. I knew immediately. And then I feel it, and I can feel it sticking out. It's all poking out. And then I immediately start getting nauseous. Yeah, but the ski patrol guy helps me over. I do my not my avalanche test, my concussion test and everything. And I actually guessed the time perfectly.
Really?
So they have you guess the time. They're like, do you know what time it is? It's like, what day is it? What's your name? And they're like, what time is it? I'm like, it's 3:30 on Thursday. And they're like,
Oh, shit.
like what? Yeah. So I guessed the time perfectly, which was funny. But yeah, they ended up taking me down the stretcher and then went to the hospital, broken collarbone. I was actually the second guy in the hospital that day with a broken collarbone from snowboarding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So very common snowboard injury.
Okay.
I now have 9 screws and a metal plate in my shoulder. So
So that required surgery,
Yeah.
I'm guessing? Was that your first time getting a surgery?
not my first time.
They put you, like, under.
They put me under.
Right.
I actually love this story too.
Let's hear it.
So my pre-op nurse was like the funniest dude. Cause like he really made it like a good experience too. Cause he like made sure I wasn't like nervous or anything. And so he comes in. I stayed up all night. Cause my operation was at 7:45. So I had to be at the hospital. It was like 6 a.m.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stay up and like game all night. And then so that's what I do. I get there. It's like 5:45 when we get to the hospital. I get in, get checked in. They take me to the back. I put on my like robe thing, the gown, and then I'm just waiting there, watching YouTube. And then my pre-op nurse finally comes in. And he like sets me up, puts me on, and he's like talking to me. He's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Snowboard," and he's like, "Yep, figured. You're like the third guy this week."
Holy
and I'm
shit.
like, "Yeah." Yeah, and he's like, all right. He puts like the tube in my arm, and he's like, all right, you ready? I'm about to give you that good shit. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'm like, we're spitballing, and then it hits my bloodstream. I'm pretty sure it was morphine, but it hits my bloodstream, and I immediately just start giggling. Like I couldn't fucking talk because I was just giggling the whole time. And I'm trying to talk to him, and I'm just like, yeah. So they take me back, and then he's like walking me back, and he's like, I told you it was that good shit. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that, dude. Like, I can't stop laughing. And even, like, when they put me on the operation table, like, I was still just, like, laughing.
Really?
And I was just, like, I felt all, like, fuzzy. And, like, it was hilarious. It was great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, but it was just the fact that he was like, yeah, I'm going to give you that good shit.
I'm going to give you that good.
That
Yeah.
good.
good.
And I was like, okay, dude, for sure. That's what's up. Yeah, once they put me on the operation table, then they put, like, the mask on.
Okay.
And they're like, count down. They're like, are you going to fight it? And I'm like, no, I've been through this. Like, I'm knocking out. I know how this works. Like, all right, we'll count down from 10. I made it to like 7. I went like 10, 9, 7. Out. Yeah.
Did you wake up on the operating table before you were supposed to?
No. I
I've
did
done
not.
that.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories.
Do you want to hear mine?
Let's hear
It's
it. Yeah,
pretty.
It's
It's kind of
I
fucked
could
up.
not imagine. That sounds terrible.
It's It was best case scenario, but it was bad. All right, so little me. No, not little me. I was like 19.
Little me 3 years ago.
Little me from 3 years ago. I had to get my tonsils removed. I was born with like really large tonsils. So growing up, I was always sick. Strep throat, tonsillitis, mono, over and over and over. Always sick, right? And I was like, I got to get these things out. So I was actually the first one. I think my surgery was at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and there were 7 other people who were there to get their tonsils out too. Also, they didn't tell me that I wasn't supposed to smoke weed like 2 weeks before my operation because it could interfere with the anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
And living in Humboldt County, you'd think they would mention that. You'd think they would like, hey.
Yeah, big weed community over there.
Big weed community, you know, big stoner over here. I smoked on the day of my operation, like before I went to the hospital. So I got
at 5
there.
a.m. before the hospital.
Yeah, no, literally.
Smart.
I was like, I gotta get a rip in. I better smoke before I go.
Gotta calm your nerves before you go to the hospital.
Better smoke a bowl before I go. Exactly. So, my pre-op nurse was very nice. She was super sweet, and they were getting me ready. I was in my gown, and then they roll me into the operating room. So I'll go to the operating room. They haven't given me anything yet or anything, and so then they move me onto the glass. Like you remember, like, did they put you on a not glass but like a metal table? It was hella cold.
Yeah. It was covered, though, so I didn't really notice how cold it was.
It didn't cover mine.
I was geeking
freezing.
on morphine at the time, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So they put me on there, and they're like, all right, countdown from 5. I get to, 3, and I knock out.
Yep.
I wasn't supposed, and they were like, all right, you're going to wake up in the waiting room.
They didn't ask you, have you smoked? When was the last time you ate? All that stuff?
Nope.
Wow, that's dumb. That's bad.
So they count down. I knock out. I'm supposed to be waking up in the waiting room. I didn't wake up in the waiting room. I wake up on the operating table. But I'm conscious, right? But my eyes are closed. And I open them a little bit, right? And then I'm hearing them talk, and they just finished. They just finished. And I'm drooling into a bag, on the side of the table, just drooling so much. And then I hear them, and they're like, oh, you can always tell who the smokers are because they drool. They drool the most. And in my head, I'm loopy in my head. But I'm awake. I'm conscious. And I'm thinking, well, I want them to know I smoke weed and not cigarettes. So, that's what I was thinking about. So I raise my hand, and I go, weed. I go, weed. And then I just pass back out.
You used all your energy just say weed.
Yeah, I hear them all laughing as I'm going back under, and then I woke up in the operating table.
Okay, that could have been way worse because I've heard I just had my wisdom teeth out a month ago.
How was that?
Bro, people are babies because everyone was like, oh my god, it's terrible. It's horrible. He's getting your wisdom teeth out. And, I was eating, chicken strips the night of.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, I want my leftover canes, dude. I'm hungry. Let me grub. Yeah. I mean, it was brutal at first. Your mouth's just, dripping with blood. Yeah. And, I got, the gauze pad in my mouth, and it's just, filling up with saliva, and it's all wet on my face. Gross.
Got
it's
the
very
tampons
gross.
in there.
Yeah. Disgusting. But no, maybe I got lucky, but I was fine, the second day.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it hurt a little bit, but I didn't really get swollen. My gums were swollen. I had a tiny bit of swelling on, this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still got holes in there. I got food stuck in one of them right now.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to dig it out.
Real?
Yeah, no, it's bad. That's, the most, I kind of, love it and hate it, though. Because, getting food in there sucks, but then, when you get it out, it feels so good to, get it out. Someone was like, oh, dude, I got some food in there. I get to pick it out. Let's go.
Then you feel accomplished after.
Especially if I get it out with my tongue.
Right. It's extra points.
Yeah, I earned it.
It's honestly a nice snack for later.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, saving it for later, literally. Keep it back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for when I'm hungry.
Were you loopy?
No. I don't get loopy off the anesthesia. I just wake up. I mean, I was loopy because for the anesthesia, but I wasn't those videos you see online.
When I got my tonsils out, and after I woke up in the waiting room, I was there in the waiting room for 12 hours, violently throwing up and passing out. And then every other person who got their tonsils taken out after me, these 7 other people, they had all gone home, and I was still there. I think it was because of the weed, I'm guessing. Yeah,
well, before surgery, they tell you to stop smoking a week in advance or something like that.
I'm definitely not going to make that mistake next time.
It also depends on the type of surgery, the severity of it.
Okay.
Because, for my wisdom teeth, they were don't smoke anything 2 days prior.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. And then they were don't eat within 12 hours.
Okay.
But I ate, my surgery was at 8:45, and I had canes at 1 a.m.
Oh, so 7 hours.
Yeah, and then they were I get there, when was the last time you ate something? I was 1, and they were okay, you're fine. No, but I woke up in the middle of mine too, my wisdom tooth surgery, but I was so numb I couldn't feel anything. But I woke up, and since I woke up, I thought I never went under. And so after I like because I woke up and they noticed I was stirring, and so they gave me more anesthesia.
Okay.
And I woke up, and then since I woke up, they woke up like maybe right after they finished. When I actually woke up, I was like trying to figure out when I woke up in the middle of it. I was trying to like figure out the timeline.
Just over here doing math in
No,
your head.
I was like, I probably sounded like an idiot to the nurse because I was like, "Are we done?" And she's like, "Yep." And I'm like, "What?" I thought I never went under. And she's like, "No, well, you woke up for a little bit, and then we put you back under." And I was like, "Oh, okay." What? And then I'm like, "Okay, wait, what order did you take out the teeth?" Because I was trying to figure out when I woke up, like where they were in the process. And then when I was under, I felt like they were taking out this tooth right here. And she was like, "Well, we went this one, this one, this one, this one," or something. It was like some weird order that didn't make sense to me. I forget. But then the way she laid out the order didn't make sense to how they were, like, where they were during the process. And so I'm like, okay, wait. So you put me under, and then you put that thing in my mouth to keep my mouth open. And then I woke up, and they were, wait, okay, so you put me under, and then you put the, wait. And that was me, like, for, like, a half hour, I was just trying to figure it out. And then finally at this point, like, my mom's there to pick me up, and I'm in, like, the other room, and I'm still trying to piece it together. And then finally I just throw my arms up, and I'm like, fuck this, I give up. Like, I can't do it.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
It was great. And I'm like, literally, I think I was like, wait, so you put you put me under, and I went through, like, that line of dialogue, like, 8 times, trying to fucking piece it together, and I just couldn't.
But like, the nurses or the anesthesiologist just like, the fuck is wrong with this kid? Like, what did we give him?
Because it's not even like I was like loopy, like I was like geeking out. I was just so like groggy and tired, trying to like piece it together. And then like in my head, I was like, I sound so stupid right now. Like I should just stop talking. Like, this nurse probably thinks I'm so dumb. But I wanted to figure it out so bad, and I couldn't.
It's fucking hilarious.
No, it was great. It was actually, I just got him out like down the street from here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like up the road and like to the right.
Dude, I have to go all the way to Stockton. Cause my insurance.
That's fucked.
No place around Sacramento covers like my insurance.
Even like medical too? Or is it just dental?
Just dental.
Okay.
I can get like other stuff, but my dentist is here, but for like the California like oral surgery, I have to go to Stockton.
That's messed up.
It's so up. Like,
So,
who wants to go to Stockton?
Stockton sucks.
Stockton sucks. Refresh my memory, but didn't you go to school with my stalker, Todd?
Oh, not school.
Or like you knew him?
Todd? Is that like a code name, Todd?
Oh yeah, it's a code name. Owen.
Okay. So Owen, Todd. So I used to go to the skate park with him, up at Folsom Skate Park, also down the street. Everything's just down the street from here. Yeah.
Centrally located hot dog studio.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. No, so Owen.
The dogs.
The bark, bro.
We're getting to the climax of it.
We're getting, let's go. Okay, so Owen, Todd was like the cooler, older guy at the skate park at the time. Because when I knew him, I was like, I don't know, fucking 13. I was like a little kid, yeah. And so he was really nice, like on the scooter. He was like a cool guy, and I was like, oh, this guy's cool. This guy fucks.
This guy fucks. This guy's a scooter. He fucks.
Yeah, and he was good. So I like looked up to him, and I was like, you know, like I want to like be his friend. And eventually, like he just like, you know, stopped going and got older. But I mean, all I really knew him as was like the guy from the skate park. Like I used to just see him at the skate park and talk to him.
That's crazy.
I learned from him. But then I remember he started that YouTube channel. I don't even know what the name was. Something stupid.
I know he had like a combined YouTube channel called Sus Boys.
Sus Boys, that was it. Sus Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I continued to ride because I got like I went. I don't want to say professional, but like semi-professional on scootering for a while.
Okay.
So I kept going, and like I would ride all the time, and I like, you know, he was doing like what I do now, like your monthly skate park sesh. And so he pulls up, and I'm like, oh, and dude, like, what's up? I mean, Todd, what's up, Todd? Long time no see, man.
We can say his real name.
And then, he's like, I'm like catching up with him. I'm like 16 now.
Okay.
Maybe 15. No, 15.
Okay.
I'm going to say 15. That sounds right. And he's like, dude, like, not much, just started this YouTube channel thing. It's doing pretty good. We got like 12K subscribers or something. Or no, actually, no, this was before. Yeah, okay. This was before. He's like, we're starting this YouTube channel called Sus Boys.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's dope, dude. Like, sick. YouTube. Like, I hope it works out. Blah, blah, blah. And so, I mean, that was that. And then I see him again. He's got like 12K. And I'm like, oh, dude, congrats. And then, like, that was really it. And then eventually I see him on the video with the Nelk Boys. And I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Owen is with the Nelk Boys? Like, no shot. That's crazy. Doing the vaping in public thing. And because I remember seeing it on the Sus Boys channel. He was like, our Nelk collab just came out. Vaping in public, which is fucking horrible prank, by the way.
It's so bad.
What a horrible prank. I like YouTube pranks now are just like people being fucking public nuisances and then posting it online.
Or being so cringy.
And I'm like, why would you want to be known and like famous for like being a douchebag and like a menace?
Exactly.
Like what? It's terrible.
Were you surprised that the Nelk Boys like chose to fly them out? Because
Yeah.
to me, that's like...
That was surprising. But at the same time, like, I guess for them to do a collab that makes the most sense because the Nelk Boys are the ones with the money.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like they're going to, like, meet in the middle.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of like, yeah. I mean, it's surprising that they got the opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's less surprising that's how it went down. Because they're not going to, like, meet in, like, fucking, I don't know, Idaho to do their video.
Yeah, true. I have major beef with the Nelk Boys now, though.
Do you? What happened with that? I never watched that podcast.
Well, they flew my stalker out.
Yep, yeah. Okay,
So,
that's true.
But
That's true.
I have beef with them that they'll probably never know about. Maybe one day. Maybe, you never know.
The podcast could get big enough.
You never know.
Yeah, and then you got something.
I just want to talk to Steiny and be like, you flew out my stalker.
Yeah, they don't even know. They don't even know about all that.
They don't even know.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to know.
They need to know. Need to know basis.
Need to know basis.
Tag in the Nelk Boys on this podcast.
It's still like my craziest story ever to date.
Well, I just remember like putting the pieces together when you were telling me about it.
Yeah, that must have been crazy for you.
I'm like, yo, this is what the fuck.
And you never like when you were talking to him, you never got like a weird vibe.
I mean, he was like a weirder guy.
He's for sure a sociopath.
But like,
for sure.
definitely not like, he didn't give me like fucking creep weirdo vibes. Like, just like off, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like, but I mean, shit, I'm a little off, so.
I mean, he's a little off. He tried to convince me the cartel was after him.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he recorded us having too.
Ooh, the vent camera.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That is crazy shit. I just remember putting it together and being like, wait a minute.
Have you ever had a stalker?
Bro, I'm a man. What kind of question is that?
Yeah. Men have stalkers.
Bro, I wish I had a stalker. I'd be flattered.
No, I know a lot of guys too have been like assaulted by like older women too. Like,
Yeah,
like
that happens.
They have stalkers too and stuff. Me just trying to appeal to my 70% male audience.
So have you ever had a stalker? As a man? No.
I've had two.
No, I haven't had a stalker. No, I've been accused of being a stalker.
Really?
Not true. We're not going to get into that, though.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a relationship
I
beef.
probably have two, honestly.
Yeah, it's like relationship beef. She's crazy.
Can we talk about, like, toxic relationship?
Like, I've never been in a relationship.
Really?
No, not since I was a freshman in high school. I talked to two people, like, very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
One, I had, like, severe commitment issues. That's the whole thing. I can't get into it. I really can't, like, even explain it. I mean, I can't, like, explain any of it without, like, getting into it. So.
Right. I get that.
Yeah. Anyway, I, like, did her wrong, and then we, like, talked again. Then she essentially, like, talked to me for, like, a couple weeks, and, like, let me hit again. And I'm like, shit.
Yo.
I'm like, so, like, what's going on? Are we trying again? And then she was like, nope. And then it just sent me, like, through, like, a downward spiral. And, like, that was one bad thing. And then it, like, kind of, like, snowballed, and I had a bunch of other things happen in my life that were negative. And then since I was, like, the starting thing, it kind of, like, stayed there. Because, like, instead of, like, this happening and then worrying about that and then the next, it just, like, that one stayed. Because I never really got to, like, go, like, cope with it, I guess.
Like, process it.
I never really got to process it before the next thing happened. So it just, like, amplified that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway.
It kind of sucks
Bad
when,
time.
Like, I feel like if you're going through a hard time and, like, something bad happens, it's like, but then when more things bad happens, it feels like everything's just imploding in on you.
Exactly. Just like I felt like the world was like caving in on me. Better now though, you know. Gotta grow from it, get stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you know. Yeah, but that was rough. Yeah, so she essentially like led me on again.
That's
It was basically being petty,
like revenge in a way.
It was basically like revenge. She like got my hopes up again, just to like I guess like do what she felt like I did to her.
Right. You know, man, I've done that before to someone. After it didn't make me feel better. Honestly, it made me feel worse. I feel like getting revenge on someone, it doesn't help.
It's just a waste of your energy. Now I can go still hit though.
Let's go,
shit.
yeah.
You know me.
Yeah,
But no hard feelings.
Yeah. Have you ever been on dating apps?
I'm on Tinder right now.
Okay. Do you like dating apps? Like, what's your opinion?
I love playing Hot or Not. It's great.
True. True.
It's a great time.
Isn't it fun, though? It's like a game.
We literally met on fucking Hinge, did we not?
It was either Hinge or Bumble. And then blossomed a beautiful friendship.
I know. Look at us now.
Look at us go.
Look at us go.
Between, like, Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, which is, like, the best and which is, like,
me and my boys,
that's the trenches.
Have had a discussion about this.
Okay.
Tinder's like Tinder's like fucking, what's like a term for like the go-to? No, it's like the go-to. It's like your tried and true. I can't go wrong with Tinder.
Right. Your right-hand man.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you know, you always come back to Tinder.
Yeah.
It's always Tinder. Bumble hurts my feelings, honestly. Because I never get, I always get matches on Bumble, but then none of them text me, and I have to text first.
Yeah. So many girls do that.
A lot of fat girls, huh?
Dude, yeah. Oh my God. Dude, all the fucking big girls are on Bumble. No offense.
Oh, what it is, yeah.
Yeah, but hey, big girls need love too, you feel me?
Facts.
Facts. No, but Hinge is the best one because you get to see who liked you for free.
Yeah.
For free. And that's why it's the best one.
For
But
free.
they give you like no likes though. I feel like I go on Hinge, I'm like, all right, I'm going to scroll away for 10 minutes and I go like 3 profiles and they're like, oh, out of likes.
You're like, have you ever paid for a subscription?
I had like, it was when I had like 99 plus matches on Tinder. Because it could tell you who your gold ones are. Okay. And I was like, yo, I just got paid. Fuck it. Like, I need to know. I bought it for a month one time just to go through, like, all my profiles.
Fair.
And see who.
I bought Hinge. I bought Bumble.
Word.
I bought Tinder.
Yeah.
And, like, when I was down, down bad.
But then it was bad because, like, since I had the Tinder gold for, like, that month, like, I was just rotting away on Tinder.
Yeah.
Like, so many profiles.
Did you feel like you were kind of, like, addicted to the act of, like, swiping?
Yes. Okay, dude, don't get me started on that short form content, bro.
I was addicted to Bumble, especially.
The brain rot is bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
It's kind of like porn, in a way.
Porn's a horrible addiction, too.
Yeah.
It's just, like, scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then, like, instead of, like, the satisfaction, the content, like, the infinite short form videos, the satisfaction is like when you get the like, you know?
Absolutely.
And then you're like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh.
Yeah. Definitely addicting the same way that like Instagram and TikTok is.
Yep.
So
I would always get that little dopamine hit when I matched with someone, like, oh.
Yep.
New
they like me.
And then just never text them.
Yep.
Or I'd text them, but then I'd never hang out with them like they were my pen pal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've gone on like 2 Tinder dates.
I don't even want to think about how many dates I've gone on off of, because even like me being in the studio, like I think I've talked about like at least 15 different like Bumble dates. Just Bumble.
I'm sure they go terrible.
Oh my God.
My dates tend to go well because I'm an awesome guy. You know?
Right. And his Instagram will be linked below.
Do that again? We do that snap again?
Dude.
There you go.
That was good. Yeah. That was a good step. Damn, okay. Phil, clip that, make it a soundbite.
My snap, hell yeah.
I think my worst Bumble date was I picked this guy up, and I talked about this before, but he didn't look like, and he didn't really like look like his profile.
Oh, I've been catfished before.
And I was like, but he was still like cute. I was like, whatever, like, let's hang out, whatever. And I was driving. I picked him up. We were going to go smoke. We were going to go smoke. But he didn't like that my car smelled like weed. So I picked him up, and he starts complaining. My car does smell like weed. he was complaining. He was like, man, your car really smells like weed. Like, I'm going to smell like smoke when I go back to my parents' house. And then I literally, I flipped that bitch around. I dropped him off. I said, okay, bye.
You're like, all right, damn. Fuck.
Yeah.
See, weed, whatever. I mean, like, I wouldn't want my car to smell like weed. It's not my car.
Yeah.
My buddy Mikey, his car always smells like fucking cigarettes and weed, and I'm always drilling him for it. I'm like, dude, you can't have a girl in this car.
Yeah.
The fuck, man?
I mean, unless it's like, you know, emo grunge girl.
Yeah, then she's going to be like, oh my God, your car smells good. Holy.
It's going to be like.
I've had
shout out, Mikey.
We love Mikey.
We love Mikey
Love
over
you,
here.
Mikey.
Love you, Mikey. I have no idea who that is.
We love Mikey. Mikey was with me yesterday. Mikey's
Okay.
the shroomy, as I was telling you.
Oh, hell yeah. He must be hella cool then if he does shrooms.
He's a fucking, he will turn anything into like why it's connected to the universe.
Really?
I'll be like, bro, I was just playing Fortnite yesterday and I won. Like, it was a tense game. He'd be like, it was the universe testing you. You're persisting. You know, that Fortnite game really showed why you're destined for success. I'm like, Mikey, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, I don't know.
I need a friend like that.
I fucking love him.
I need a Delulu friend like that.
I love that guy.
He sounds great.
He's a great guy.
Very positive.
Also works at the vape shop.
That's fine.
Mikey's just been coming up in this conversation.
Yeah, we need to have him on.
We'll get Mikey on here.
We
My buddy Vinny wants to come on. He makes music.
Bring him on.
There's just a documentary on his music.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so sick.
Subscribe to my YouTube, Kellen McKinney.
Subscribe to his YouTube, Kellen McKinney.
Thanks, guys. Follow me on my socials, too. I post me and snowboarding.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Ooh.
Scooter, bike, snowboard.
Fuck, marry, kill. Okay, so I'm marrying the snowboard.
Okay.
And I'm fucking the scooter, and I'm killing the bike. I'm sorry.
Wow, okay.
I love mountain biking. I do that more than I scooter now, but
I did see that.
yeah.
I stalked your profile to,
Thank
get
you.
some good questions.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm sure it was entertaining.
It was, actually. You have some cool videos.
Thank you.
I was like, this is sick. Okay.
Yeah, that was me. That was what I used to do. I love snowboarding, like, all my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I literally live for it. That's all I think about. Like, right now, I'm thinking about how I'm going up. But I have an amazing, really expensive bike, and I still enjoy it. So I can't, like, I can't knock it. But since it was, like, it's more of just, like, my summer replacement for snowboarding.
Yeah.
Like, if I could snowboard in the summer, I wouldn't mountain bike. I would just snowboard. So.
How do you feel, like, snowboarding? Like, does it feel like, do you feel euphoric? Do you feel at home?
Snowboarding is better than sex.
Really? You think, like...
We always say that. Skiing's better than sex. Snowboarding's better than sex.
Wow. 100%. So if a girl was like, let's but you're like, you're at the ski lodge.
I'm gone. I'm staying up there.
Wow.
I ain't going home. I even, on my Tinder profile, it says, we'll ditch you to go snowboarding.
Okay, that's honest. Is your ideal girl someone who snowboards? Or does that not matter?
Honestly, my girl has to snowboard or ski.
Okay.
It's not going to be necessarily like a deal breaker if they don't, but they'll be starting.
Okay.
So, because like literally I will ditch them. Like I will not hang out with them to go snowboard during the winter.
That's fair,
so
honestly.
It's either they're coming with me or they're not spending time with me. Literally, it's just it consumes me.
Yeah.
Like I'd say I had like a date with the girl, but then my buddy texts me at 9 p.m. the night before the day of the date, and they're like, you want to come with us tomorrow? We're going. I'm like, yep, can't go. I'm going snowboarding.
That's pretty cool that, like, you have something that you're passionate about that makes you that happy.
It is. I think everyone needs to have hobbies. Hobbies are very important. I always preach that.
Yeah.
I always say to the people who are like, I fucking hate Sacramento. I'm like, do you really hate Sac, or are you just fucking boring? Sacramento's not, like, the most entertaining place, but, like, you probably just sit around in your house all day. Like, you're like, oh, the Bay Area is way more fun. Sacramento sucks. There's nothing to do.
Bay Area.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck?
People always preach on the Bay Area. I'm like, what is different?
Dude.
Like, the Bay is the same as fucking Sac. It's just you're next to the ocean.
Yeah.
But it's not even good ocean. It's fucking dirty, grungy ocean.
Yeah.
And there's fucking mad traffic all day. And like,
this might be an unpopular opinion, but I cannot stand the Bay Area. I can't. I don't like going there.
I like that opinion. I agree.
Right?
I mean, the Bay Area is cool to visit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fun place to go to. But, like, I could never live there.
You hear that?
Hmm.
You hear that knocking on my window?
I did not.
I actually did, yeah. What if it's Todd?
Holy shit.
What if it's Todd?
He knows.
He fell.
knows.
He knows.
Put him up. You in a relationship, though?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. How long?
I've been in a relationship for like 4 months. 3-4 months now. But it's funny because with my last ex, and we hung out when I was with him, with the guy I was before. And remember, I think I was probably talking shit about him because he was a shit person.
The same guy now?
He's in jail right now. No, not the same guy right now.
Oh, wait, whoa.
This is a new guy.
Wait, I was going to say, your boyfriend's in jail?
My ex-boyfriend's in jail right now. And it's funny because...
Oh, yeah, the guy with the crash and
yes.
that group? Yeah.
Yes, that group.
Yeah, and then you were telling me, you're like, I want friends like your friends. I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, you need to not hang out with a bunch of fucking criminals.
Dude, exactly. Like, they all have felonies, and I just like, yeah, this is normal. It's not normal.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. No need to speak on it.
Didn't you talk about it?
Yeah, but I cut it, because I was scared they were going to beat me up.
Yeah, that's not.
But, it's funny, because when I was with him, I would just watch him do coke all the time, like, rail lines. And now, like, my new boyfriend, like, I watch him, like, put suits on and get ready for his, like, big boy real estate job. Huge ups. Huge up for me.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
You know, I like to think I'd be a good boyfriend. Not because I, like, have an emotion or anything. I'm broke, but
yeah.
like, I'm, like, a pretty good guy. I like to think. You know, there's a lot of just douchebags out there. And I have
absolutely.
a job. And I go to school. Shit.
My ex-boyfriend didn't have a job. And my new boyfriend shaved my asshole for me. So...
Oh my God.
So we're really moving up in the world.
Now that's relationship bonding right there. I've ever heard it.
It really is.
That's some trust.
It really is. Okay. What's one thing you feel like women don't understand about men? Does anything come up?
Bro, okay, actually, we like compliments, bro. At least I do. This is like a big thing with this girl I was talking to last. Is like I had to like, she was gorgeous, hair model.
Whoa.
Had her shit together. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
I don't want to get into any of the drama. She played me.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately. Big old lie. It was all based on a big old lie.
I thought you were going to say big old titties.
Oh, she had those too. Fuck,
Let's
dude.
go.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She knows exactly who she is.
Shout out.
No shout out. Anyway, but I would have to like ask her for compliments, and I'd be like, "Can you like compliment me more? Like, is that cool?" And she'd be like, "Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I will." And then she wouldn't do it.
Do you think that's because, like, women are so used to getting compliments and guys just don't?
And it's, like, a big deal for, like, a guy. Like, a guy receives a compliment, and for the most part, like, I feel like I'm kind of blessed. Like, I think I'm pretty good looking. So, like, I get called, like, handsome or good looking or cute, like, kind of often.
Right.
But, like, still, like, when it's, like, from somebody, like, you're, like, into or, like, a random stranger, it's, like, it's a lot more meaningful to me, at least, and I assume other guys, whether they want to admit it or not. It's a lot more meaningful because, like, you know, you don't get it a lot. And so when you do, it's like, oh, that means a lot to me.
It's special.
Yeah. And then, like, especially when it's, like, something, like, specific.
Okay.
Like, recently, I've actually asked a couple people about this. Recently, I've received, like, compliments on, like, my voice.
You do have a nice voice, like, listening in the...
Yeah, which is interesting, though, because growing up, I always thought I was a little squeaker, and I hated the way I sounded. Happened, like, literally this year. I had, like, one girl tell me, she's like, "Oh, you have, like, a nice voice." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Never had that compliment before." And so I was like, "Oh, thanks. You like the way I sound? That's nice." And then, like, another girl was like, this is a little TMI. This isn't TMI. It's funny. It was a girl off Tinder. And I sent her, like, a snap. And then she was like, "Well, your voice is, like, sexy." What the hell? I want to take my clothes off. And I was like, "Yo, I like that. What's up?"
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but shit like that. But no, like, so, like, specific things like that, like, "Oh, you have a nice voice," or, like, "I like the way your hair looks," or, like other things besides, like, "Oh, man, you fine."
Right.
Like, I mean, I say that same thing, like, the girls and stuff, but, like,
Right.
I think, like, acts of kindness are very important, too.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. But yeah, like, compliments, I feel like guys need more compliments, especially if it's like your guy. Like, I was literally talking to this girl, and I had to be like, "Can you like call me cute or something?" Like, damn.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have to ask for that.
And it was cool. Like, one time, like, asking it or bringing it up, because sometimes you don't think about it. And she was totally like, "Oh, like, I can understand. Like, I'll do that." But then she didn't do it, and I was like,
right.
And I see those TikToks online. It's like counting how many times my girlfriend complimented me this week. It's like Monday 0.
That's sad.
Compliment your boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm.
Tell him he has a nice smile. Or also off topic, but just because someone compliments you doesn't mean they want you. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a big one. I try to compliment people, acts of kindness. I like to compliment people and make people's day. And so, like, I feel like I can't call a girl pretty online without everyone being like, oh, you thirsty, bro. You want her. You want her. You thirsty. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just trying to be nice.
I'm trying to be nice, bro.
Yeah.
My friends always drill me for commenting on girls' posts all the time. No, and I'm like, bro, okay, just because I would.
Just because I would
doesn't mean I'm trying to. Like, can I not be nice? Like, let me be nice. I always tell my boys they look good, too.
Yeah. Good.
Shout out all my boys.
Shouts out.
I love you guys.
Shout out to the boys. Yeah. Okay, well, do you have anything else you want to say? Any socials you want to promote? The floor is yours.
Follow my socials, Kellen MCKK on all platforms. Kellen McKinney on YouTube. I'm starting YouTube soon.
Ooh!
Yeah. Listen to Bad Luck Vinny on all platforms.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we collab on our YouTube channels? I have a second YouTube channel.
Yeah. I want to bring my buddy Vinny on the podcast. I was telling him about it.
Hell yeah. Do it.
Yeah, I'll get him in contact with you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's all about networking.
Absolutely.
We're all going to be famous.
Yes, we are. We're going to bring each other up. I'm bringing you up with me.
Hell yeah.
You know?
I'm bringing you up with me.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Up to the mountain.
Boom.
Boom. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
You're a natural.
I like to talk.
All right, everyone. This has been Your Friends Podcast with Megan and Kellen. And hope y'all have great happy holidays. Pablo's not here. It's okay. He's sick right now. And yeah, shout out Phil. Shout out Pod Dogs. And this has been our show. Goodbye, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merkrim. That went by so quick.